everyone, I'm Mix Caro, and welcome back to Stay Tuned for Danger. We just finished looking through Maddie's dressing room, the soap opera star who's hired us, Maddie Jensen. We just looked through her dressing room, and we had previously explored her apartment. So now let's go ahead and look through the rest of the studio area here. Here is Rick's dressing room, the other soap opera star, the one that's been getting death threats. But we can't go into his dressing room right now. Nothing there. Talent exit. Alright, that just, apparently that just brings us back to brings us outside, so then we can come back into the building.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's my pass.
Hello, Ms. Drew. Thank you. You may proceed.
Alright, so I think we've seen everything over here. William Pappas, we can't get into his room. And these are just Marion's, what's his name? Rick's rooms. And so there is the studio. And I'm going to go there last, actually, because I think Maddie said we should go join her there. So presumably that means something will happen. There's another, okay, so exit there. Alright, so good to know. The map makes sense now that we've actually seen some stuff around here. So this is Lillian Weiss's door. The director of the show. She is not in her room either.
It's open!
Prop room. I'm allowed to go in here.
Hello there. Oh, are you a visitor?
Yes, I am.
According to the policy's memo dated July 14th, 1954, no one is permitted in the prop room, except for those people permitted in the prop room. You may want to talk to the director, Lillian Weiss, if you want to become permitted. She likes to do all of the hiring around here. Good day, my dear.
Alright. She looks familiar, I think. So I'm pretty sure that that's all there is left. That we just have the studio left to go to now. But I think... Doesn't that look like... Okay, I think I left the...
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Hello, here's my pass.
Hello, Ms. Drew. Thank you. You may proceed.
Doesn't that look like her? Like, is this the lady we just met in the prop room? The founder? Why is she hiding out in the prop room? Anyway, whatever. Let's go... yes, it's not on air anymore. Can we use... Yeah, visitor pass. Alright.
Places, everyone.
Cutscene.
Are we locked in?
Yes, Miss Weiss, we're clear to shoot.
Have we blocked this already?
Yes, I think.
Quiet on the set.
Is the floor ready?
Check.
Audio, check.
Roll tape.
Stand by, camera one.
Stand by music.
Take camera one.
Rory, I have to talk to you.
I don't want to see you, Serena.
No, Rory, don't go. I love you.
I don't want to see you, Serena. Sheesh! What was that? I could have been killed! Get my agent on the phone, now!
Alright. So someone just tried to kill Rick Arlen, who is apparently a terrible actor. I'm pretty sure those lines where he said that the I don't want to see you, Serena, or whatever, twice, I'm pretty sure they used the same audio clip. Either that, or he was just not changing his intonation whatsoever, which is not what you want to do in acting. Here is a tea set. There is nothing you can do with a tea set, so I'm not sure why Nancy wanted to look quite that closely at it. Anything else to see? Nope. Alright, here is a clock.
I should set the clock.
Nancy wants to set the clock.
I should set the clock.
However, it only has one hand, so I can't do that. So, sorry, Nancy. That's not going to happen today. Anything back here? I'm not sure why she's looking at the set so closely. Ooh, that looks trapdoory. So we'll probably find out what that is. I mean, there is not a question as to why there's a trapdoor on a set. I mean, presumably they use it for the show sometimes, or, you know, bringing something up from beneath, or, I don't know, the character leaving quickly, something like that. Anyway, desk over here. Ooh, violin music. Mystery Loves Company. mystery rather than misery. Interesting. I think that's all over there. And then just a nice little through the door sitting room and a picture. Teleprompter. Serena. Rory, I have to see you. Rory, I don't want to see you, Serena. Oh, maybe the reason he said that again. No, I think this is what was happening next, because she said, no, Rory, don't go. I was thinking maybe he said it again because the teleprompter wasn't giving him his next line. But anyway, what the teleprompter actually says is, your time is running out, Rick Arlen. You'd better kiss your career and your life goodbye, because the end is near. So that doesn't look or sound particularly nice. So we'll want to figure out. So what that means is that whoever is sending these death threats has access to the teleprompter. They are somehow involved in the show. This isn't just a fanatic, fan or whatever.
It's
Can we go
locked.
here? Ah, it's locked. Okay, so this is a letter pad. I'll put on the screen the way you set up the alphabet to make these shapes. I don't know what the word is or the password is, but it's definitely, we're going to find a word or a series of letters that will be what this is, rather than actually finding these specific shapes. At least that is what I expect, since that's what that kind of code is. What else is over here? We went up the stairs. Anything here? Nope. And there's the door. Vacuum door lock override. It's not vacuum locked right now, so I don't have to worry about that. However, it's good to know it's there. Also a fire alarm, which I'm not going to press right now, even if I have an option. And a fire axe and a hose. All good things to know are there. Anything in these? Nope, nothing in the cupboard things. Some tools. Nancy wants a screwdriver for some reason. I'm sure that'll come in handy for something. Maybe what makes Nancy a good detective is she has a psychic ability to know what she's going to need later on. Alright, this is the camera blocking. In case you don't have any background in theater or any sort of acting or whatever, blocking, I think they might use it in sports too. Anyway, blocking is just how the actors are going to go throughout the stage, like where they're going to be standing at different parts during the scene. And so when Maddie and Rick were talking before the scene, have we blocked this yet? Yeah, I think so. First of all, they should know. If you are shooting, like literally shooting the scene, not just practicing it, you should know where you're supposed to be throughout the scene. But what's important about the conversation is the answer was yes. So that camera that fell could not possibly have fallen by accident, by the way. That's, maybe, but unlikely considering all the death threats and stuff. And it fell directly where Rory was, which means that whoever set it up to fall, they had to know where he was. Which just adds to the idea that it was someone involved in this production, because they knew they had access to the blocking information and everything. No magazines that we can read there. Oh, I want coffee, oranges, bagels. Nancy, eat something. No. Nancy isn't hungry, so we don't get coffee. Very sad. And
I need to find the key for this.
we need a key for that, whatever that is. There's a ladder. Danger. High voltage overhead. Can't get up the ladder. Warning. Authorized WWB personnel only. Catwalk ladder must remain locked in the up position when not in use, according to WWB policy code. All non-compliant personnel will be automatically terminated without severance and escorted off the premises. Oh, I didn't mean to back up so far. Well, Nancy is never one for, following warnings, so
The wheel is stuck.
it's stuck. We'll need oil or something. I don't think the screwdriver...
The wheel is stuck.
No. The screwdriver is not for unsticking this wheel. And this is, I think, a camera setup. They've got a whole bunch of cameras and where they're pointing and stuff for this particular scene. And this camera is pointing directly at the clock that Nancy wanted to set earlier. So that makes it seem like that clock is important for some reason. So I guess we'll set that. Otherwise, I think we weren't able to get up there because the door was locked. We weren't able to get up there because the wheel was stuck. We weren't able to get in there because we don't have a key. So we have a bunch of stuff that we'll need to come back to in here, but right now we do not have access to it. So let's go talk to the director, just because we haven't met her yet.
May I help you?
Yes. I know where Maddie is.
Yes, hi. I'm a friend of Maddie's, and
Do I look like a tour guide? Look, the set's closed to visitors. I'll need to take your pass away. But if it's any consolation, I'll be more than happy to show you the door.
But I'm not a visitor. I'm a detective. I'm here to help stop the things, the death threats. I'm not allowed in the prop room anymore. Well, I mean, not like I was allowed in the prop room before, but she won't even open it for me now. Alright.
What kind of studio are you running here? My client could have been killed.
I told you I'd get to the bottom of this. I've already closed the set to visitors.
Okay, so Rick Arlen's agent is not happy. Probably, you know, pretty understandable that. But he closed the set to visitors, which means I'm gonna have trouble. Maddie, help me.
it's open.
Give me my pass back.
Oh, Nancy, this is horrible. There's no way that could have been an accident. I think it's another attempt to get Rick. The timing's just too weird. All of these threats, and now he's almost killed on stage. I'm too upset to deal with this. I gotta get out of here. I need some space. We'll talk later.
But Maddie, we were going to, you were supposed to give, you know, help me get permission again. Also, I think, yeah, I didn't, oh, I thought there was something here that I missed before. It's just the medallion. Maybe it was this one. There we go. Okay, yep, I thought there was something over here I missed. Rick's cell phone number, along with a lot of very pretty jewelry. I would love to have this jewelry. Anyway, we have Rick's cell phone number now. I don't know if that means that we can call him, or if it's just a, hey look, Maddie has Rick's cell phone number in a jewelry box. But anyway, good to know that that's there. Let's go meet Rick.
Entrez-vous.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, gorgeous. Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, you are in a good mood.
Well, for a guy who just barely escaped a terrible accident, you're in an incredibly good mood.
Of course I am. I was lucky. If you're gonna be in an accident, that's the best way to be. Don't you agree? But then I've always been a lucky guy. I just met you, Miss Drew.
Is it lucky to receive death threats and poison chocolates?
Is it lucky to receive death threats and poison chocolates?
Poison chocolates? Oh dear, Maddie's really gone over the top with this. They were just a bad batch, that's all. Look, if you dare me, I'll eat one. But if we're gonna play that game, I'd prefer another dare. So, how about it, Nancy? Truth or dare?
Truth.
Okay. Truth.
Admit it. You find me irresistible, don't you, Nancy?
Okay. Letters, yes. How about let's talk about the letters.
Actually, I find those letters you've been getting irresistible. I just love a good mystery.
Oh, you're no fun. Well, mi casa es su casa. You know, my house is your house. Well, feel free to examine the evidence, Miss Drew, while I go off to wardrobe. Have a chocolate while you're at it. Stay beautiful.
Is there anything about his sink that Nancy finds important? Nope. Oh, can't even look in his cupboard. Why were we able to look in Maddie's cupboard? And there was nothing even there. I'm going to get you, Rick. Your days as Rory Danner are numbered. B.T. Kaiser. Alright. Pictures of him and Maddie on cover of magazines, or just him on the cover of magazines. Did he get married? Huh. Anyway, so Rick is the sort of person who frames magazine covers as long as they have his face on them. If you won't be mine, you won't be anybody's. Alright. I'm tracking your every move. Watch out, I'm right behind you. B.T. Kaiser. Leave light of our love, or else. B.T. Kaiser. Another framed magazine cover. Well, if nothing else, Rick Arlen is extremely vain. That's interesting. Is this the same picture? Okay, so this is interesting. It's the same picture that he just has signed copies of, except on this one, there's no signature. So where did this person get the picture if it wasn't that he'd given it to a fan because he had pre-signed it and they wanted an autographed picture? Also, doesn't this look a little bit like lipstick? And Maddie had lipstick that appeared to have been used recently to write something. Your time is running out, broken watch. So just a little clue in the favor of Maddie having sent that particular one anyway. I don't know, maybe different people sent them. The chocolates, I'm not going to eat any, but Rick was right when he said, you know, a bad batch. I don't know if a bad batch means, you know, oh, it's nothing to worry about, especially since these say, die, Rick. You can see the letters on those chocolates there, die, Rick. But the way Maddie described them, it didn't sound poisoned. It sounded bitter. It's like she said that they were so nasty that he spit them out, not that he had actually, he didn't get sick or die from them or anything. He plays mini golf in his dressing room. Never really understood the point of that. Scared you, didn't I? Good, because this was just a dress rehearsal. Only my sweet revenge. Oh, only my revenge is truly sweet, Rick Arlen. So prepare for your long and bitter end. This note was written on a typewriter that drops its Y's. This was the game that I learned about the fact that typewriters sometimes drop letters, and you can sometimes identify the typewriter based on which letter it drops. So hopefully we will find a typewriter that drops its Y's, and we can say, ah, it's that person's. Anyway, more framed photographs. Rick, your time is running out. It's me, your faithful fanatic. Or am I now a lunatic? That's what you called me yesterday with your little group of friends. It's just one big joke to you, isn't it? Yes, Rick, it's a joke, and I'll be happy to deliver the punchline right in your face. Alright, same typewriter, drops its Y's. Another framed magazine cover. He, first of all, gets a lot of those, and second of all, frames a lot of those. I wonder if this one was burned when he got it, or if he did that. I don't know. Anyway, dear Mr. Arlen, I just wanted to write you and tell you how much of a fan I am of yours. A fan of your impending doom. I can't wait until that fateful moment as I watch you squirm and beg for mercy. But I won't give it. You don't deserve it, you coward. And don't think I'm not serious. I'm serious enough to keep a close eye on you. How did you enjoy your meal at Blake's last night with that trashy woman from Nash Cove? You ordered a red wine with your halibut, you fool, and then fell asleep in back box 42 watching Soft Shoe. The night ended with a taxi ride to your boat in Slip 83. Afraid that I know of your secret hideaway? Maybe one day it'll sink with you in it. A fanatic. Alright. Did I miss anything? I feel like I didn't check the drawers over here. Huh, I didn't check the drawers over here. Look at that. Apparently Nancy wants his 3D glasses, which he, for some reason, has. The Hamptons, me and my gal. Is gal the boat? Alright. Oh, that's all just that same picture. Alright. So, good to check everything. Make sure you don't forget to look at all of the different places. And I think there might have been something, yeah, that I missed down here as well. The publicity stunts. Rick, do you think I'm stupid? You send your boat to your upstate cabin. I know where that is. And I know where your Fifth Avenue penthouse is. I even know the access code. Change it. That won't stop me. Because one day I'll meet up with you. There's no escaping my wrath. I'm much nearer than you think. Alright, so typewriter person. So we have 3 different types of threatening letters. We have the letters cut out of magazines, signed B.T. Kaiser. We have this, which is by itself and seems to be from Maddie, because it was her lipstick that was worn down like she had been writing with it, and also somehow this person acquired a picture that did not have a signature on it. So BT Kaiser's, the picture, and then those with the dropped Ys. Now, of course, it's possible that one person sent more than one type of thing, especially since they also sent chocolates, but... Oh, I could also open this. But yes, so 3 main types, along with dead flowers, and dead flowers, a broken watch, and chocolates. And then, of course, there was the teleprompter message, which that indicates it's someone within the show. Alright, so we have talked to Rick, looked through his dressing room. Maddie went home. If we leave now, which we're going to have to because there's no actual way for us to do anything else right now, but if we leave now, we can't come back because we don't have a pass. But, oh, wrong way. Really? Oh, I'm not allowed to go. Is it? Okay, it's after 6, so we're actually not allowed to leave through that exit, which is fine because we found another exit earlier. And we can go this way. Alright.
Hey, taxi!
Back to Maddie's place.
7226 Lexington Avenue, please. On my way!
Maddie!
It's locked.
Oh, well, of course it's locked, but you do have keys. Oh, Maddie's not here. Alright, well, that means we should just go to bed. There's nothing else we can do right now. Oh, I didn't manage to turn around. Alright, up to bed we go. We want it to be daytime. By the way, the little rhyme there, so you can go up to bed, I think at any time. Turn night to day or day to night, the choice is yours for darkness or light. Choose the path you decide to take, for only you can decide your fate. I do want it to be daytime. In later Nancy Drew games, you can set an alarm clock and wake up at whatever time you want, or, there's a couple others where it's like, oh, you're going in here to sleep. Do you want it to be day or night when you wake up? But I don't think any of them have little fun poems like that, so where'd they lose that?
Hi, Nancy. I'm sorry for skipping out on you like that. I guess I'm not a very good hostess. It's just that this whole thing with Rick really shook me up.
Yeah.
I understand, but now that the studio's closed to visitors, I'm at a dead end.
There's got to be a way to get you back in the studio. Whoever's leaving these threats for Rick also has access to the studio.
That's true.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea. My agent could get you a job as an extra so you could get on the set. You don't have to do anything. They just need to have people standing by.
Really? Who is your agent?
Dwayne Powers. We've been friends for years. I'll give Dwayne a call first thing tomorrow. Just stop by there in the morning. I'll tell him you're an old family friend who's decided to try out acting as a career.
Yeah.
Would you do that? That'd help me get past Lillian and hopefully to the bottom of these threats against Rick.
Yeah, I should get back to learning my lines for tomorrow. Good luck.
Alright, I don't think anything will have changed in here. Hopefully not, because I'm not going to bother looking through it. Any notes on the... I don't see why it would have changed. But just the note about Ned, I think, was still there. I need to double check that. But I still don't want to talk to Ned. Ned is boring. So, let's head to Dwayne Powers and see if he'll give me a job.
318 West 10th Street, please.
You got it.
It's locked.
Of course it is. So we want to go to Powers Talent.
Go away.
No.
Don't you understand?
Mr. Powers, Maddie Jensen sent me to see you about a job as an extra.
I'm sorry. I'm in Suite 101. Come in.
Alright. So, Suite 101. Stop going to the exit. We're trying to get places. Here we are. By appointment only.
Come in.
I apologize for my abrupt greeting. You must understand that if I opened my door to every struggling actor in this town, I'd never be able to get my work done.
I suppose that makes sense. I'd be happy to meet with your assistant. Sure, let's talk to his assistant if he decides to send us to one.
I'll be happy to meet with your assistant if you're too busy.
Actually, I am in need of an assistant at this moment. I had to terminate my previous secretary. I'm afraid that my standards are rather high for most people.
Ah. Alright,
I'm a friend of Maddie Jensen. She told me you might be able to get me a job as an extra on Light of Our Love.
Ah, yes. Maddie just called me. You're Nancy Drew, am I correct? Maddie spoke highly of your abilities, and I am more than happy to give a young actor a chance, if I can. Normally I don't do this, but seeing that you're a friend of Maddie's, I could pull some strings for you. You see, Worldwide uses me almost exclusively for hiring their talent. Not only did I provide them with Maddie Jensen, but Rick Arlen as well.
And they're great, aren't they? Just from that one little scene I saw of them, they're not particularly good at what they do, actually.
You're Rick Arlen's agent?
Yes, I was. But I must confess that the man has no talent.
That's true.
Were it not for his good looks and charm, he'd never have gotten to where he is now.
I'm glad
You see, Rick
understand that.
foolishly believes acting is a status symbol, not an art form. He's a ladder climber who'll use anyone to crawl his way to the top. A ladder he's sure to fall from one of these days. Well, Nancy, you must be anxious to start this assignment. I'll call right now and have a pass waiting for you at the reception desk. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must get back to work. It was a pleasure meeting you. Please call on me for any other needs you may have.
Well, this guy is not a fan of Rick. Which is fine. I mean, what he said was true. That Rick doesn't have any talent, or at least he didn't show it in those, 3 lines that we saw of him. However, he kind of had, this voice change when he was talking about Rick. It's like, oh, pleasant agent, and then Rick Arlen, I hate him. And then, okay, well, I'll go out to the place, I'll send over your, whatever it was he was saying, information.
$19.99 Broadway, please.
Alright, so now we no longer have a visitor's pass.
Can I help you?
Instead...
Hi, I've been hired as an extra by the Powers Agency.
Here you are. You'll need to sign for it. You'll need to come to this desk every time you enter so I can log you in.
Alright.
Thank you, and good luck.
I will take that. Alright, now that we've gotten back into the studio, I think I am going to end this part here. We'll get into examining the different areas as a... What were we hired as? An extra? Like a standby extra or whatever? We'll get into exploring it as an extra next time. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.